Hey everybody, it's me, Bedazzling Designs, and we're going to call this day one of my knee replacement journey. I am still in the hospital. Everything went well, and I am feeling really, really good. I really feel good. I got through it, and now I'm on the road to recovery. But I wanted to take you guys on this journey with me because I don't know how many people out here have had a knee replacement or are gonna be having knee replacements, have any experience with knee replacement, any of that. But what I will tell you is, in the process of getting ready to have it, I kept running into people, and I kept asking questions, and they kept telling their stories. Some stories were good, some stories were bad, some were horrible, some were wonderful. But what I'm going to tell you is that you have to treat each encounter independently. You can't judge all by one. Okay? There were a lot of people that told me a lot of negative things about knee replacements and stuff, and then at the end, after further investigation and asking more questions, I find that they did not do what the doctors told them to do. Okay? When I say that, the physical therapy. Okay? What I did is, prior to my surgery, the areas in the body that were going to be affected, which was the upper thigh and the lower calf, I started building up those muscles. Because at the end of the day and the beginning of the next, those were going to be the muscles that would be most traumatized. Okay? A lot of people say knee replacement. Okay? But what I think you should think about when you think of a knee replacement is you're getting a prosthetic knee. That word is way more impacting to me mentally than just saying a knee replacement, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. They're taking and they're putting a part in your body that you weren't born with, and now that it's there, your body has to get used to it, and you have to learn to use it. Okay? That's just like, think about it like this. You are walking and then something flies and it gets in your eye. What is the first thing that the eye does to protect the eye? It starts watering. That's a protective measure to flush out whatever, it's in the eye, the foreign subject that's not supposed to be there. Well, here you have a whole new knee, and your body is going to react to that knee being there, and it may do things to push it out, such as swelling, such as the numbness. So there's a whole bunch of different things that the body will do just naturally to say, oh no, this just don't belong here. But those are things that you have to work through. Those are things that you really have to work through. When people told me to stay ahead of the pain and to do my physical therapy, that was most key in my mind. I set goals. I have a very, very strong support system. And you need all of that because, I had to learn how to put my sock on. Okay? I had to learn how to maneuver my leg to be able to get out of the bed and get in the bed and go to the bathroom. These are all things that we take for granted. We used to just go in and just doing and, going on about our business. But now this leg is there and it's saying, okay, well, I don't been like that no more right now. So what we gonna do? So you have to learn to work around obstacles, okay? But they have so many things that they have, in place, and I don't have it. I don't have my little thing right now, but I have a leg lifter. And you put it at the end of your foot, and you pull it like a rubber band to help you, move your leg. I have a thing to put on socks with. These are all little trinkets that they have come up with in the process of doing knee replacements and stuff to make it easier for you to maneuver. So at this day, I will say I am not in the position to say if I had to do it all over again, I would do it, because this is still yet early in the game, very early in the game. So I'm still in the hospital, and you want to know, say, well, why are you still in the hospital? Okay, different facilities handle, and doctors handle things differently. So for the VA hospital, there are certain things that you have to be able to do before they will allow you to go home. You have to be able to walk a certain distance. You have to be able to get in and out of the bed and go to the bathroom on your own. You have to be off of some of the pain medication. Now, for me, they had me on 2 medications. One was morphine and one was oxycodone with Tylenol. Those are 2 totally different types of pain medication. The oxy was more or less a time released over time, whereas when they gave you that morphine, it was like right now relief. So 2 different types of relief. For the VA, because morphine is IV push, as long as you're on morphine, you cannot be released from the hospital. Period. Point blank. The end. You cannot be released from the hospital. And the oxycodone with the Tylenol took longer to kick in, but it was longer lasting. If you understand what I'm saying, almost like a time release type capsule. And that's another reason why support system is really, really important, because when you're taking pain medication and then you're, a lot of times you're kind of like out of it and woozy, I can see people easily taking overdoses. Because you beat them, forgot you took it and took it again. That I realize it's very, very important, okay, to have a controlled pain management system in place. So yeah, that's very, very important, and that's nothing to play with. So before I could go home, there was 3 things that needed to happen. And if they don't happen, then for the VA, you're released from the VA hospital to a rehab facility, and then from a rehab facility home. They want to make sure that you can take care of yourself. They want to know if you have stairs. They want to know if you live alone. It's all kind of screening and questions that they asked you. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, 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 really important. And I never really thought about the pain management portion of it until now. So right now, I'm cool with being off of the morphine. I am cool with passing water, but I have not had a bowel movement, and until I have one of those, I can't go home. So we're pushing apple juice and stool softeners and all of the above so that that can happen. So that's all a part of the process. Now, as far as getting around, the very next day, I was up walking on my walker. It was a little challenging because your mind says move your leg, and your leg is saying, "What are you talking about?" Okay, that was like, okay, I want to move my leg. My leg is like, okay, it feels heavy. It don't want to move. So then you have to learn how to step. If you step on, I mean, people do it differently. Do you step on the good leg and then the bad leg? Can you put pressure on the new leg? We won't say the good leg and bad leg. We'll say the new leg. Can you put pressure on the new leg? Is it gonna hurt? You know, you have all of these things that are going through your mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of mental and emotional things that you go through with the knee replacement. And fortunate for me, the VA pre-screened very well for that. Before I even was scheduled for the knee replacement, I had a what do you call it? Let me see the word. I'm thinking of the word. But it was like a counselor. Yeah, somebody that you talked to that asked you all the questions about who would be taking care of you when you got home, if you had a support system, if you had upstairs and downstairs, the whole gimmick, you know. And I was very, very, very adamant about the fact that I was not going to go to a hospital when I left here. So that was my goal. And having that goal, I'm getting up, I'm walking, and I'm getting through it. I'm pushing. We gonna do this because why? Bedazzling Design, the Crafting OG got crafting she wanted to get back to, and I got to get back to bowling, okay, and making my money. So, do I think I'm gonna regret having it? Still too early to tell. But what I will tell you is through this journey, I will share with you some things that you probably never thought about, some things that probably never crossed your mind, some things that will be a surprise to you. And it's just life, you know. But one thing I want you to know is that this is a surgery in which a part of your body is being removed and totally replaced. So if you keep that in mind, if you think about it like that, you'll be ahead of the game. You have to learn to use this new part of your body. It's not going to be automatic. It's not going to be overnight. It takes a minute for the body to realize that something is there that can do the things that the other one couldn't do. Because to be clear, you can stand on the leg. The leg is functional. But your mind don't think you can stand on the leg. So you got to go, you know, a little bit by little bit. So this is day one of me updating you about my knee replacement. I've had some amazing nurses. They've been very, very supportive. You know, you can always tell too. It's really interesting. You can tell if people enjoy their job, like what they're doing, or just in it for the money. And healthcare is an area where I feel people have to really, really like what they're doing. They have to want to help people. They want to enjoy and keep people uplifted, throughout the process, because it is a process, and you do have them, It's like your medications, your food. It's a lot. So hopefully, I've started to eat a little bit. So hopefully, Mother Nature takes its course, and I'll get out of here maybe the next day or so. I did have where they had to give me an IV because my electrolytes and my potassium was low. So that's another reason why I'm really, really glad that they don't just push you out the door, because you could have those complications and have those issues at home, and it'd be a matter of time before you even know it's a problem. So every morning, every evening, they're drawing blood to see where I'm at. My blood pressure has been amazing. I had one incident where it was high. It was hit 154, but I was in massive pain. So, yeah. And being in pain and blood pressure, they just, yeah, if you're in pain, your blood pressure is going to be high. But other than that, the problems that I was having with my blood pressure was null and void. I was good to go. Nothing. So I am going to get off of here and see if I could lay down and get some rest. I'll keep you guys updated. The game plan is I am going to be staying with my brother during my recovery. I think pretty much until I'm able to like drive myself to my rehab, my to go to therapy and stuff. I think that's the goal. That's what I say now. My brother and my boo have a whole nother game plan, I'm sure, but that's what I'm saying. But overall, I want to thank everybody for emailing. I want to thank everybody for their support, for their encouragement, for their text messages. It's really, really been amazing to have the support within the crafting community. I am so looking forward to being able to sit behind the computer and do something. I did bring my crocheting and stuff, but I really haven't had any time to do anything other than focus on, figuring out some exercises that I could do while I'm laying here in bed and stuff like that. But we're going to get to doing something, that's for sure. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, I am Bedazzling Designs, the Crafting OG, and I am taking you on my knee replacement journey. If you have any questions, issues, or concerns, reach out to me. I'd be glad to answer any questions and share with you what I'm learning. And trust me, it's a lot. But I already know that it's already all right. I've had so many signs. Like, I had one thing when I was checking in, the outfit that I had on, my shirt said, "God don't play about me." Why did I get a text message from my loctician? It said, "You're already all right because God don't play about you." That was a sign for me. Then my first two nurses, one's name was Hope and the other one's name was Faith. I pinpoint stuff like that. It's like, oh my God, all of these signs, to me, where, messages and stuff is being sent that, you're in good hands. It's already all right. Okay? So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow me through my knee replacement journey. And we'll see you guys the next time, okay? All right, you guys be good. Thank you. Bye-bye.